Alan, Wasalan, you're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter reading of Ramses, Volume 1, Son of the Light. How has the new year progressed for you? How has the things of the past been restructured? The things of the past that has hindered you been restructured? I just say this, keep planning, keep figuring out where the mistakes at, keep pushing forward, keep knowing that our oppressors, our opposers are waiting in the wing. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to always know this, and you have to always understand this. Life, what you make it. You feel me? What you make it. Get me? If you could see a thief, walk away from the thief. If you could see the BS, walk away from the BS. Turn the corner. Look over the other shoulder. Keep it moving so you don't become a victim, a casualty of their BS. Look, as I said, you with the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another reading from Ramses, Volume 1. And so far, it's been how to say it, edgy, there's not a lot that I could say that throughout history or the ages that was really told about Ramses to me. I learned a lot about King Tut. I learned a lot about Osiris, Isis, Horus, that part. So knowing that part of our culture, it shows you that those that was around me speaking, how to say this, giving out information, they was on the righteous side of our culture. So I tip my head to you. You got what I'm saying? I tip my head to you, and I thank you for guiding me to the righteous side of our culture. But let's go and get into part 2 of chapter 1. And, buckle down. Hold on. Because I believe it's going to be good. It's 5 series. In the series is 5 volumes. So before we're done, we're going to know this man. Before we're done, we're going to understand how our culture, our legacy, our dynasty took a major change. And by the way, if you're on my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition, like, subscribe, comment, and definitely turn your notifications on. And I very appreciate it if you would share it. I really do. I very appreciate it if you would share it. Ramses dared to raise his eyes and hold his father's gaze. You're sending me to my death. My own father told me, take for yourself the power of a bull, forever young, with a stout heart and sharp horns, stronger than any enemy. Ramses, you came out of your mother's womb like a bull calf. You must become the light of your people, shining like the sun. You were hidden in my hand like a star. Today I am setting you free to shine or to vanish. The bulls snorted, irritated by the sound of their voices. All around them a hush fell over the countryside. From burial to bird, in flight, every creature sensed conflict brewing. Ramses turned towards the bull. In hand-to-hand combat, he had already beaten opponents bigger and stronger than himself. thanks to holds learned from his trainer. But what strategy will work against a monster this size? Seti handed his son a long rope with a slip knot. His strength is in his head. Catch him by the horns and you will have him. The young man saw a glimmer of hope. In nautical practice on the palace lake, he had done a great deal of roping. Once the bull hears the lasso, he'll charge. Warn the Pharaoh, don't miss for you won't get a second chance. Ramses rehearsed in his mind, silently working up courage. Tall for his age, he had the muscular build of an all-around athlete. He chafed at wearing his ginger red hair in the ritual style of childhood, pulled to one side and anchored him in place above his ear. As soon as he was appointed to a court position, he would be allowed to change it if fate let him live to see the day. Young and full of himself, he had been longing for the chance to prove his worth. Yet never he had imagined that Pharaoh himself would translate his dreams into such brutal reality. Riled by the human scent, the bull grew impatient. Ramses gripped the lasso once the bull was roped. Holding him would take the strength of a giant, a strength he did not have. So he would have to surpass himself even if his heart burst. No, he would not disappoint Pharaoh. Ramses twirled the lasso. The bull ran at him, horns lowered. Surprised by the animal's speed, the young man stepped quickly aside, snapped his arm, and tossed the rope. It snaked through the air, landing on the bull's back. Ramses stumbled on the damp soil and fell just as the bull's horns were about to gore him. Even as they grazed his chest, he kept his eyes open. He wanted to look death in the face. The angry bull raced to the edge of the reeds and spun around and charged again. Ramses, back on his feet, looked him straight in the eye. He would stand up to the beast until the very end. He would show Seti that a king's son knew how to die. Well, we're going to end that. We're going to end this reading right there. And, you know, I get that this man got courage. I get that this man is not going to give up. I get that this man is really promised a position in the government that proved that one day he could run. You get me? He could run. He could manage. He could place authority upon the culture. The culture will have to be guided by Ramses II. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're really listening, if you're really understanding and processing and comprehending these things, you know, we are as men, as fathers, to prepare our kids for the real world, for the day to be responsible. We are entitled to do that. You got what I'm saying? We brought them in the world. You feel me? We brought them in the world. They didn't ask to be in this world. You feel me? And if you have any type of businesses going on in your life, any type of corporations going on in your life, you know, you would love for your son, your children, your daughters to be the heir of that physical company that produces wealth within your family. You feel what I'm saying? You would love to let them take over. So you have to mold them into these positions. You have to build trust with them. You have to build a foundation with your kids, with your heirs to your throne, where that when you are deceased, the things that you have taught them, the way of life you have instilled in them is law. You get me? Law. L-A-W, law. And I just say this, you know what I mean? An ignorant person don't fear the law. You get me? An intelligent person fears the law. You get me? You get me? It doesn't make you a weak person. It shows that the dynamic of today, judicial system will cripple your life, will hinder your life. You got me? You get what I'm saying? There are some children out here of large wealth that have caught felony cases where that they can't own certain things. You feel what I'm saying? Certain things cannot be owned because it has a government bond on it. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe have a state bond on it and can't have it. You feel what I'm saying? Just can't have it. So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Mold your babies from the jump. Soon as they come out the womb, you feel me? Out the womb, soon as they're delivered and you hear that first cry, start that day. That day right there. Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. I love you, and I'm out.